Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy X. Back with an early flow. Fam still asleep. After I finish just about to go to the gym. But what I thought about is just family in itself. So once again, welcome back to Dimension X. I'm not sure if I said that, dog. I just want to get straight into the flow. Family. It's your greatest asset. If you see through the phase, all the smoke and mirrors, illusions, the many different filters that you may have on reality itself based upon how you emotionally connected to it. Because logically, if we just think about family, and I'm not talking about the bullshit you got going on with them, because everybody has bullshit with them, because they're individuals, they're beings, they're energy beings, light beings who most of the time are in their own head trying to figure out what they didn't teach you or what they couldn't show you. And I can give you an example. Like, as I said, as I started studying law, finances, and then just my personal development, I started realizing the many games that are played in the midst of you doing that. You see something better. Like, for an example, what happened recently? This event that happened 2020, I think March 15th, on the day. That event, if you seen different, if you disagreed with what the motive was, what the agenda was, but if your folks wasn't awoken or awakened, they got tricked. And if you said, nah, I'm good, they looked at you as if like he was trash. Like, the hell is wrong with you? And it's like, nah, man, we can't talk all this good stuff over here and then just one day just drop it and say, no, it don't matter no more. This is more important. And let me tell you something, there was an energy that I already figured out, which is like, why is it that when things are not going as well, like let's say you beef with your family, like at least 3 times a week or at least 2 times a week, right? At least you got 5 days of things being smooth, which is good. That's a better ratio. But hear me out. Let's say you beefing, right? And then when something catastrophic happens, then it's like, yeah, let's drop the beef for a moment. Let's just repackage it and let's open it up later. And I see a lot of people do this. Somebody's about to transition in the family, pass away. What happens is it's really a transition. But let's say they transitioning, but you beefing with whoever. Man, let's just stop fighting, man, because this person's about to go away, man, and we gotta really just be there for that person. But as soon as they go, it's back to the fight. Or it's like you out here building for yourself, building your family and everything. Your family's not really coming up to see you and everything, but they want you just to make it back to see them, and they do whatever, and it's cool and all. But it's like, I will come see you, but good question. When you were building for your own to achieve your own home and your savings account to be at a certain number, like when you was doing that work, what exactly how long did it take you to achieve that? And how locked in were you to achieve that? So then why would you expect for me to not lock in like you may have so I can achieve what I see? Because when I do achieve it, we can all be around, but it's not like we help each other. It's like we have this, like what I talked about yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And either in previous video or some videos ago. Your formula, your formula is not what I can use to this day. If it was effective, trust me, I would have figured that out in school. I would have had more rich friends than poor friends. Friends who are like, man, I'm living like this. The kids who or the children who, or the teens who were able to flex. I know when I was in high school, not even flexing, it's just their parents kept them up like that. Or not parents, creators kept them up like that. It's not a privilege. You know what I'm saying? It's your blood. It's your bloodline. It's not a privilege. Let's get that straight. You made that decision. That's your responsibility. You're not being given permission to do it. Crazy ass shit. That's why I say, but get into the legal books, man. That's crazy as hell to think that somebody can say it's my creation. Look, that's my blood. That's my creation went into that. My fluids went into that creation. And what you talking about is you got some. You feel like you have some say so. You got paper say so. You don't have substance say so. Come on, man. But either way, family is your treasure, man. And I know not everybody has, you know, good situations, you know, in reference to like progression, it may come with a little bit of drama. It may not even like you. You know what I'm saying? You may not even like them. I get it, you know, but you may have friends that you got to start to learn to leverage. And I don't mean F them over and use them. I just said leverage. So you have to bring value so then they can offer you value. And that's the one thing I noticed that a lot of people don't like doing. Like me, I like to actually like try stuff. Like me and my boy met him in the military. It was cool, man. He was the only business minded one, stood up for himself. Cause like I can't hang around a motherfucker who can't stand up for himself, man. Real talk. It's just that's not in my aura. It's not in my reality. I hang around warriors, that are also highly intellectual, you know. You're not getting them riled because they know that they always in control in every situation. In every situation, spiritually and all. The physical can just give you a certain look. But you know how you can manipulate that look? What do you think these words do? Why do you think it's hard to study law, finances? They just change words. You using person, but person's a corporation. It's an artificial entity. Even an individual. Learn the words, man. Just like if you learn another language, you gotta learn what the tone and the meaning of it. It's like anybody's language, slang. You gotta learn the words, learn the meaning to it. So what I'm saying is like, I can't hang around beings who can't stand up for themselves because basically your vision is your vision. So you have to be able to wield your vision. And if you can't wield your vision, then somebody's gonna give you one. And why do you think so many people think it's just good to go get a job and work? That system is leaving. AI is coming to come take that. But imagine if you could talk to your family about stuff like this. Imagine when you growing up, your kid is able to focus on things you didn't focus on. Like my boy focusing on computer science. I'm doing it too. Let's not get it twisted. But I already know what I'm gonna showcase him. Not tell him that I'm building his reality, but I'm gonna get him focused on the things that matter because it's mandatory. It's not a if you want to, you have to. If you see yourself living up to par, you have to. You have to learn finances. It was put upon you. You're getting up every day needing it to go get food. Even if you're doing licks to go get it. Money is where it's at. It's how things are created. But now it's for you to do the research behind it so you can grow more wiser. Why do you think these rappers, they may start from, in the street, boom, 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 but then they wisen up because they doing business deals. And it's the energy that come with it, especially when there's other people telling you, yo, check out for this, check out for that. They get you on that way, they get you on that way. Because that's the type of game that it is. So what should you be doing? Educating yourself. Books is how you educate yourself, in my opinion. And also utilizing your vision. It comes to you, it's all true. You see what it is. Nobody can tell you what's true. Your vision is what's true for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I promote? Dimension X, man. I don't see hurting nobody. My vision has nothing to do with hurting nobody. If anything, it deals with uplifting you. Because if you can tap into your higher self, I'm talking as if I'm talking to my family. If you could tap into your higher self, I could tap into my higher self. But if you can't stand for your own vision, then I don't know what to tell you. Somebody disrespects you and you can't stand up for yourself. Now, I understand the disrespects when it comes to just trying to provoke you and those that are actually like meant to disrespect you, but not in no violent type of way. Just trying to intellectually provoke you, trying to size you up. That's the easiest one, is dealing with that because you don't have to lead to violence. And then you change your because I don't promote that. it is what it is when it comes to it. Like, you can't allow nobody to back you down. You know what I'm saying? Not even playing basketball. You look weak if that happens, but it's standing tall like a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but like I said though, I met my boy in the military. He's the only one who stood up for himself that I seen immediately. And then after that, we actually discussed business deals. I ain't know this motherfucker from a can of paint. Stayed in the same state and everything, and then got to business, and that's how I learned about business. Regardless of how that went, I still learned, and I took that expertise, networking, and all of that up there. Had company had this like 6-month company up there ranked with these top corporations. So I know I had it in me to go further in that, but it really just didn't call me, honestly. Regardless if we disagreed and not talking now and stuff like that, not personal. It's just paths, and I understand that. But what I'm saying is like, you got to be willing to try new things, man. But make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That don't mean you gotta use somebody else for that in a way of where you're draining them. Make sure you refilling the cup. If you're gonna take, make sure you refill. If you're gonna ask, make sure that you know how to give. That's all we have to do, and give value, which means you should be bettering yourself. Because what I may ask for in the future may be way different than what I asked for in the past. But only if you leveled up will determine if we're still working together or not. And I'm not just talking about business, just family in general. So your family is your goal. That's your power source. Divide and conquer. You understand that. Stop allowing that shit to get through. Understand that there is somebody, or there are people, energies, families who care less about you. So you better care about yourself. You better care about yourself. And like I said, that don't mean you have to hurt somebody, but uplift. That's all it is love, man. It's about love. It's about understanding and working together and patience. It took me, when I transitioned out of the military, it literally took me roughly a year, if not a year, like 8 months, because I was determined to figure out myself. I started all types of enterprises inside of the military, so I wasn't really lacking that bad. But when I got out, I had more of my time. So yeah, I was still getting up doing all of that while still making businesses and stuff like that, apps and all types of stuff. But when it comes to transitioning out, now I have more of my time. I'm not getting up early now because I have to be accounted for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that no more. So now it's like, man, what do I do with that time? Because now I have my creative design and expression on that. But see, if I wasn't focusing on me having my time, if that wasn't even a thought of mine, then it would have took me way longer. Like I said, I'm still working on the goal from 2017, and I see it already. Now I just got to go get it. But see, it's been seeing it, but now it's right in front of me. It's right in front of me now, and that's what I like. It's right in front of me now, and that's what I like. That's what I like. It's right in front of me. So I've been over my 8-minute mark, but like when it comes to this, is very important. Your family is your power base, for a fact. And I know I probably already spoke about this though, but it's best to hear it again. It's okay to hear things several times. I know a lot of content creators, if that's what you want to call, they focus too much on it got to be brand new. If I got to keep finding ways to entertain you, and your vision is not entertaining you enough, and somebody being able to speak that adds to your vision, if that's not high level enough, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You could listen to an artist how many times, why? Maybe they have you thinking about stuff. Maybe what they represent is dope. So you gravitate to that more than all the other noise. Just like how you select your friends. So, we on top level stuff over here. X out.